What up, y'all? Forward Fabian. I'm back again with a video for the channel. Actually doing a reaction to Dave Chappelle exposes Oprah for being a handler for Hollywood elites. Crazy, man. So we just did a reaction to Angelina Jolie exposing Oprah's South African girls' school for being some type of, I don't know, weirdo trade or like the slave trade. I don't know what it was, but I mean, she didn't, in all actuality, Angelina Jolie didn't really reference anything. It was just more so aligning or understanding Oprah has sketchy practices. So Angelina has distanced herself from Oprah. Don't really, I don't think, essentially associate with her. But we all know throughout, you know, the media, the history, that Oprah been kind of on some weird stuff. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the things she says, her what she sides with. And I'm not one to be a stickler and pick apart what people want to believe in. But hey, to each their own. But I mean, Oprah's not somebody I follow or value her opinion or look at what she says and stuff like that. Nah, definitely not. And a lot of these Hollywood elite people, man, they ain't even people that you want to look up to as role models or anything like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that goes behind these closed doors that you really don't know about, and a lot of foul stuff. So that being said, man, just stay aware, stay wise, have your discernment up, man, and pray for wisdom. You know what I mean? So you can, if you're trying to get into Hollywood, you're trying to get into acting and XYZ, just know how to move in these circles, man, because you know what I mean? Don't sell yourself short just for something, for an opportunity, or just to be in entertainment. You know what I mean? So that being said, let's get into this video. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Fabian, road to 1 million. Peace, love to everybody. It takes time out to watch the videos. You can get a familiarization with my channel by going to the playlist page to check out my whole library of content. This video gonna be added to my trending news playlist. I have a link to that in the description, as well as put it in the comment section down below, because as we know, Oprah name been trending, ringing bells. So this initially started with shout out to Greg Houseworth, just subscribed. This initially started with the Mel Gibson exposing Oprah. Right now, Dave Chappelle has been one exposing Oprah for years now. I guess he's already had a narrative that Oprah was up to no good. Mel Gibson exposed Oprah more recently, and then a lot of other celebrities, Jamie Foxx, Angelina, doubling down on a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? Talking about, yeah, she weird. So let's hop into this, man. See what Dave Chappelle got to say.
Dave Chappelle is back at it again, exposing Hollywood handlers, and this time he's dragging Oprah for profiting off of other people's suffering and doing business with shady elites.
When a hero stumbles, well, the cowards rejoice. Nothing feels better to a coward than to watch a brave guy fall.
Oprah Winfrey has built a reputation as a philanthropist and humanitarian, but Dave Chappelle always thought that there's another side to Oprah, and he's been trying to expose her for years.
I don't want black people to be disappointed in me for putting that out there.
No,
it's
you didn't want to be disappointed in yourself.
You know what, Oprah? You're right.
See, Oprah's been involved in numerous controversies throughout her career. From claims that she blackballs and destroys the careers of everyone who criticizes her, to much more disturbing allegations of alleged involvement in human trafficking.
Oprah Winfrey and her BFF. The man in this photo is, quote, John of God. Oprah promoted him as...
You know how sad and disgusting that is, bro?
At Purdue Global. With your experience and college
to defame God's name in
as a
association with these foul practices, man. This John of God, dude. Sex trafficking, sexual abuse amongst, people or women he worked with. But you literally brand on your shirt, John of God. Bro. Man. People just really don't fear God out here in this world, man. They really think it's just a joke. But, hey, their time will come when they see, man.
Healer. This man kept women chained to impregnate so he could sell their babies for organs.
So what did Dave Chappelle say about Oprah and the Hollywood handlers? Does Dave know the real truth about the real Oprah Winfrey? Let's break it down.
I'm very good at minding my own business. And the trick to minding your own business is knowing what is your business.
Oprah Winfrey is trending again after actress Monique recently revealed that she still hasn't received an apology from Oprah for sabotaging her career.
But Oprah, this is me to you. All I would ask you, sister, is why would you do that to me? Was it for ratings?
In case you missed this drama between Oprah and Monique, it all started in 2009 with the release of the movie Precious, directed by Lee Daniels and produced by Oprah and Tyler Perry. The movie was a critical success, and the producers wanted to send Monique on a press tour to take advantage of the media buzz.
I ain't gonna lie.
However, they didn't want to compensate.
A lot of people be clowning Tyler Perry too, saying he just a puppet, man. That he just Oprah's puppet. He really a fan of Oprah. I ain't gonna lie to you. He really, I'm not in their personal relationship. Who knows? But at the end of the day, people say that she essentially using Tyler Perry like a crutch.
Monique for the tour, so she turned it down, telling Oprah she was already doing a comedy tour and wanted to have some downtime with her husband and kids. After this, Lee Daniels reportedly threatened Monique, telling her it's not going to play out well for you. And according to Monique, the media suddenly started running stories about how she's difficult and hard to work with, and that's when Monique realized what she was really up against.
What you can't do, Monique, is go against the grain. You can't go against this machine.
But then Oprah did something even shadier to Monique. See, Monique previously revealed that she was essayed by her brother, Gerald, from age 7 to 11, and she's been very vocal about how her family didn't believe her when she reported it. Gerald was even sentenced to 12 years in prison after he essayed another girl, and Monique cut off all contact with him. However, in 2010, Oprah invited Gerald on her show, and she also tried to talk Monique into coming as well. Monique told Oprah she didn't care if her brother wanted to come. However, she didn't want to be a part of the episode. But when the episode aired, it turned out Oprah blindsided Monique by inviting not just Gerald, but also both of her parents, who had previously downplayed the essay she suffered.
I did assault and inappropriately touch my sister in manners that were not comfortable for her. And for that, I apologize.
Monique was devastated, but when she tried to reach Oprah and confront her about it, Oprah went radio silent. Monique eventually ran into Oprah at a Hollywood event, and Oprah claimed she had no idea Gerald would bring his family. However, Monique believed that Oprah was lying.
Of course she lying.
I shared with her that me and my mother...
You don't think that Oprah knows who's going to be a guest on her show, bro? I didn't know he was going to bring the parents. Come on, bro. Oprah is very calculated, man. Anything for a juicy story, huh? Oprah knows exactly what she doing when she does these type of things, bro.
Mother was not talking. I shared with her we were in a really bad place. I shared with her I was hurt and, trying to figure this thing out. She never said my mother was coming on that show, because had Oprah Winfrey said, I'm gonna have your mother, I would have said, shut it down. I don't need the world seeing how greedy my mother is.
And though Oprah reportedly told Monique she was sorry, Monique recently told The Hollywood Reporter that she still expects a public apology from Oprah. But this situation with Oprah and Monique is just the tip of the iceberg. And Oprah has also faced disturbing allegations of trafficking and
these people, man, they always want to public this. I need you to do it in public. It's just this Hollywood stuff, bro. If you have a relationship with Oprah, at this point, I guess it's not that genuine. I wouldn't, why do you need a public apology? If she told you I'm sorry, that should suffice. You know what I mean? You needed the public to see that she did it. For what?
Enabling known abusers like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Several celebs have publicly accused Oprah of covering up for Harvey Weinstein, and actress Rose McGowan claimed Oprah is as fake as they come. Rose blasted Oprah for being friends with Weinstein and Russell Simmons, who's also faced multiple allegations of SA, and wrote, I am glad more are seeing the ugly truth of Oprah. I wish she were real, but she isn't. From being pals with Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons as victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come. Singer Seal also publicly called out Oprah over her friendship with Weinstein, and he claimed that Oprah knew all about Weinstein's misconduct for years. Now, when it comes to Oprah's alleged connection to Jeffrey Epstein, this story is shrouded in a lot of mystery. However, there's been a ton of speculation online that Oprah helped Epstein pick his victims. At one point, reports even emerged that Oprah's Florida residence was raided over her alleged involvement in a global trafficking ring. However, Oprah later addressed these reports on Twitter and called it an awful fake thing. It's not true, Oprah wrote. Haven't been raided or arrested. However, the speculation didn't end there, because Oprah's name was also brought up in connection to a Brazilian self-proclaimed medium and convicted offender, John of God. John ran a spiritual healing center in Brazil for years before being arrested and sentenced to 63 years in prison for essaying multiple women. But before he was arrested, John was featured on an episode of The Oprah Winfrey Show, and Oprah actually traveled to Brazil to meet him, later claiming that she experienced something profound during their conversation.
This is an interview I wasn't sure would ever happen. One of the most famous spiritual healers in the world rarely talks to anyone on camera. John of God agreed to sit down with me under a mango tree on the grounds of the casa.
The first time I saw it today, I was humbled by the experience.
Ela disse que quando ela viu primeiro as pessoas hoje,
pouco, isso aqui pertence a você.
Because a little bit of this belongs to you. A part of this belongs to you.
However, after the allegations of SA and CA against John became public, Oprah deleted all interviews with him from her site and released a note stating that she hopes justice will be served. And what makes this story even more disturbing is that by the time Oprah met with John of God, she had already opened an all-girls high school in South Africa. And in 2007, a school matron named Virginia was charged with getting inappropriate with multiple girls.
We arrested a former employee of who was working
they
at
covered
Oprah
this in the last video.
Leadership Academy, including assault, indecent assault, as well as police cells.
But despite all these scandals and controversies, Oprah managed to build a reputation as a committed philanthropist, receiving numerous awards and accolades, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2013. However, if you ask Dave Chappelle, Oprah has had us all fooled for years. See, Dave's probably the only celeb who saw through Oprah long before all these scandals came to light. All the way back in 2006, Dave appeared on The Oprah Show to discuss why he turned down a $50 million deal from Comedy Central
50
and
racks.
escaped to Africa.
50 M's?
But when Dave told Oprah that he had heard stories about what happens to celebrities who refuse to be controlled by Hollywood elites, Oprah acted clueless and made Dave look crazy, trying to get him to admit that he lost his mind.
I've been in show business since I was 14, and I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay.
When
you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah.
See how everybody laughed things off just to find some ease and comfort in the awkwardness and what's actually the reality of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, a lot of this is a facade.
Those stories.
And it always happens around the time of their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah. Would you say you lost your mind, sort of?
No.
No.
Not exactly.
Okay.
I wasn't crazy, but it's incredibly stressful.
On top of all this, Oprah's name recently started trending again
mind?
after reports surfaced that she tried to blackball Kanye West and reportedly told several artists not to work with him. Besides that, Oprah's also reportedly close to Harley Pasternak, Kanye's former personal trainer who threatened he would institutionalize him again and send him back to Zombieland. Sources close to Dave Chappelle are now saying Dave is not surprised to hear all these new allegations about Oprah because he allegedly always believed that she was a handler who works for the Hollywood elites. As for fans, they're praising Dave for speaking out against Oprah, and they're saying that hopefully more people will start to see Oprah for who she really is. Dave and Oprah are the best examples of what Hollywood can turn you into, one fan said. Dave got away from the negative effects, and Oprah became the negative effects. And another fan wrote, "She's a handler, and I'm happy to see more people are becoming aware of the toxic person she truly is." But let's hear your thoughts on Oprah Winfrey.
It's my thing. I'm not going to jump out the window. I mean, there's allegations, the evidence, somewhat out there. There ain't no blatant evidence, but there's accusations and there's multiple, when multiple things people say or come to agreement on one source of evidence or truth, to be exact, at that point, I think it's kind of true. Of course, she hasn't jumped out the window trying to defend herself but to the point I'm trying to make, right? The point I'm trying to make is I'm not going to sit here and say Oprah's this and that. But I will say that I don't really rock with a lot of her activities, you know what I mean? Just in terms of how she finesses for interviews, how she does things just to get the upper hand for her own platform. It looks like a lot of the stuff she does is for her own benefit and glorification. She doesn't really, philanthropy is, don't be fooled. Just because someone assumes Like, you know, the wolf in sheep's clothing. Just because someone assumes innocence and does good deeds and makes it look a certain way, don't mean that's the actuality. Don't mean that's the truth in their heart. It's all perception. They need to get you on the whole bandwagon. Oh, I'm cool. I do philanthropy. I support people. But then there's stuff going on behind the scenes, and way more foul. You know what I mean? So being cool with Epstein and Weinstein, that's crazy to me. You know what I mean? Just in terms of, and to say that throughout all the years Oprah's been in entertainment that she had no clue of anything going on, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and just point the finger, but I mean, that's highly unlikely. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, yeah, comment down below. I was kind of looking for what Mel Gibson had to say. I wasn't able to find that video or content. If you know what that video is, comment down below. Let me know y'all's thoughts on Oprah overall, what y'all think about the scandals and all this craziness, man. Peace, love, prosperity, man. God bless y'all. We'll catch y'all in the next video. We out.